Hola estudiantes, ¿cómo están ustedes? Today vamos a hablar de los verbos que terminen en AR. Today, students, we're going to talk about Spanish verbs that end in AR. You know that the Spanish verb is the heart of the language, so therefore Spanish verbs are very important. Parts to the verb. There are two parts to the verb. Two parts to the verb. The stem and the ending. Example, hablar. We have the verb hablar. H-A-B-L is the stem, A-R is the ending. By the way, hablar means to speak. Our second example, nadar. N-A-D is the stem, A-R is the ending, nadar means to swim. And our last example, cantar. C-A-N-T is the stem, A-R is the ending, and cantar means to sing. So once again, otra vez, every Spanish verb has a stem and an ending. In today's lesson, we're concentrating on the AR ending. So our goal is to keep the stem and change the ending. If the verb ends in AR, we're going to keep the stem and change the ending. And our AR verb endings are O, AS, A, AMOS, and AN. So when we keep the stem and change the ending, our new ending must agree with the subject. And when our new verb ending agrees with the subject of our sentence, we have complete and correct Spanish language subject-verb agreement, and that's our goal. So, I have developed a number system. There are 5 verb forms for every Spanish language verb. But before I go into the number system, let's review the Spanish language subject pronouns. Yo is I. Tú is you informal. Usted is you formal. Él, he, ella, she, nosotros, nosotras, we. Ustedes, you all. Ellos, they. Ellas, they. All 10 of our Spanish language subject pronouns can be subjects of the sentence. So if you're working a Spanish exercise, don't be shocked if you see the Spanish language pronouns as subject of the sentence, but that's okay. We're going to change the verb ending to agree with the subject in order to accomplish subject-verb agreement. And when we do this, let's take a look at the chart that I have provided. Number 1, yo. Anytime the subject of your sentence is yo, the verb ending is o. So one yo is o. There's no other option. So for the verb hablar, when I take out the AR and replace it with O, my new word is hablo. I speak. I do the same thing with nadar. I take out the AR, I replace it with an O, I get nado. I swim. Cantar, take off the AR, replace it with an O. My new word is canto. I sing. Number 1, yo, O, no other option. 2 to 2. When the subject of your sentence is to, use verb form number 2. And for an AR verb form number 2 is AS. So when I take out the AR and replace it with AS, my new word is hablas. You speak. Remember, you use this when you're speaking with people that you know well, your classmates, your friends, family members. Tu hablas, you speak. Tu nadas, you swim. Tu cantas, you sing. Tu bailas, you dance. Tu practicas, you practice. Tu estudias, you study. No other option. When the subject of your sentence is to, the verb ending is as. Number 3, when the subject of your sentence can be usted, which is you formal, él, which is he, ella, which is she, or any subject that is singular, no matter what it might be. For example, el animal, singular, el carro, singular, la casa, singular, Your verb ending is A. So, Señor Daniel, usted habla. Él habla. Ella habla. El animal habla. Remember the verb ending is A for verb form number 3. No matter what it might be, as long as it's singular, choose verb form number 3. Number 4, when you want to say we, and the subject of your sentence is nosotros or nosotras, your verb form is amos, hablamos, cantamos, bailamos, nadamos, estudiamos. There's no other option for verb form number 4 for we is amos. Sometimes your sentence subject may be Paco y yo. You still use amos. Paco y yo hablamos español. Maria y yo. Maria y yo estudiamos español. Anytime the subject of your sentence is a yo, you got to use verb form number 4. Keep the stem, change the ending to amos. No other option. And finally, verb form number 5. Ustedes, you all, A-N. Ellos and ellas, A-N. Anytime the subject is plural, no matter what it might be. If it's Earl and the girl, 2 or more people, the subject is plural, your ending is A-N. Bob and Maria, 2 people, your verb ending is A-N. Bobby, 2. Bob and you, 2 people, your verb ending is A-N. So for example, ustedes hablan. Bobby y Maria hablan. Bobby tú hablan. Ellos hablan. Ellas hablan. Ellas cantan. Ellos cantan. Bobby y Maria cantan. Bobby tú cantan. Ustedes cantan. As long as it's plural, you got to use your verb ending an. So your verb endings, once again, o, as, a, amos, and an. So, let's stop and pause for a moment and go back and take a look at our subject language pronouns. You may be confused for just a moment. You may want to know the differences between nosotros and nosotras because they both mean we. Nosotros is only for a group of boys or group of boys and girls. Nosotras is used strictly when you're referencing a group of girls. The same thing is true for ellos and ellas. When you're referencing a group of boys, boys and girls, use the pronoun ellos. When you're only referencing a group of girls, use the pronoun ellas. And finally, what is the difference between tú and usted? Tú is the one that you use when you're speaking to your friends, people you know well, family members. It's you informal. Usted, people you want to show a sign of respect to. It's you formal. And finally, I have a chart of our regular verb endings, the AR verb endings, the ER verb endings, and the IR verb endings. This lesson strictly focuses on the first column, our AR verb endings, O, AS, A, AMOS, and AN, but you can quickly see an easy way to learn the ER endings is change the A to an E, and you get O, ES, E, EMOS, and EN. But I have great news. The ER endings and the IR endings are the same except for the nosotros form. Here for the ER you have EMOS, but change the E to an I for the IR and you get IMOS. And finally, here's my rhyme to learn subject-verb agreement in a quick and easy way. 1 is yo, 2 is two, 3 is singular. No matter what the subject might be, as long as it's singular, choose verb form number 3. 4 is we, 5 is plural, just like Earl and the girl. One more time. 1 is yo, 2 is two, 3 is singular. No matter what the subject might be, as long as it's singular, use verb form number 3. 4 is we, 5 is plural, just like Earl and the girl. Now let's put it all together with some practica. Can you fill in the blank the correct verb form for the verb in parentheses? Yo, hablar. Maria, cantar. Maria y Bob practicar el piano. Nosotros nadar. Paco y yo bailar. Tú necesitar el libro. Usted hablar. Ella esquiar. Él caminar. And ustedes pagar. Change the verb in parentheses to make it agree with the subject. Keep the stem, chop off the ending, provide the ending with one of your new verb forms, O, AS, A, AMOS, or AN. I'll put some gas in your tank to get you on down the road. If my verb is hablar, I keep the stem, HABL. I'm going to change my ending. I no longer need the AR. I'm going to change the ending for the yo form, which is an O, and my new word is hablo. So, that's all the time that we have today. Like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a classmate. Just tell somebody. Hasta el próximo.